And today we have a wonderful guest all the way from Florida, Tampa Bay. Her name is Stacy Peasall, and she is a women empowerment coach. I want to know everything about you, Stacy. You have an amazing journey. Please tell us, where did you how did you get to the point that you are today, and what are you doing to help women get to the next level?
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me here. Big fan. I love what you're doing as well. So I'm honored to be here as a guest with you today. And gosh, my journey started, let's see, 11 years ago. I had a daughter at the time who was just turning 10, and she became really, really ill, and the doctors didn't know what was wrong with her. We went to a lot of specialists and got a lot of different information, and it just really didn't make a lot of sense to me what was going on. And ultimately what happened is we found out that she had gallstones. So at the age of 10, which is extremely rare. And it was so toxic that she actually had to have her gallbladder removed. So the whole, gallbladder and everything was very toxic. And so it was through that experience that I decided, like most moms do, we decide to do our research and find out, what's going on, how could we prevent it, or how could I, help her to be healthier in the future. And I wasn't finding a lot of information. And so that's really where my journey started to become a health coach. I was looking online, I was looking for resources, and I found a health coach school that, that was able to teach me how to do that. And I really wanted to be able to be an advocate for other families to help their families be healthier. So that's kind of where I started. And, it's definitely progressed along the years with lots of different, adventures along the way, but that's where I started, was with health coaching.
Mhm. Wow. And your daughter had some symptoms, I mean, that and then you managed to change through nutrition, and that's how you managed to do, I mean, to improve things with her.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, I mean, I had to figure out how to, what kind of diet and she would be able to have now that she didn't have a gallbladder. So at a very young age, I was able to really help her with supplements and having the right foods to eat, and being able to do that. So that was extremely helpful. It was a bonus because, I learned a lot about my own diet. I learned a lot about my own health and stress levels and so many different things that I wasn't aware of at the time. Even though I thought I was being healthy, I discovered a lot of things that definitely improved my health as well.
Wow. And now, what about now? So that was the beginning. That was
Yep.
the turning point.
Yep.
And so what are you doing now? Do you have your one-on-one coaching? I mean, what do? You specialize in a certain mindset, or is it nutrition? And what is it that you specialize on?
Yeah, so, as my business developed and I worked with, hundreds of women on their health goals, one of the things that I really became passionate about was helping women to have a higher level of self-confidence. What I realized was a lot of the health issues and things that were going on was actually caused by low self-esteem, low self-worth, a lot of self-loathing, and not very much self-loving. And so that's really kind of where my passion lies, is really helping women to empower them to believe in themselves, to have the confidence to not only be healthy on their physical body, but also with their mental,
On the
state.
inside, on the inside, yeah,
Absolutely.
your
Yeah.
mindset. And so women come to you specifically for this, to change their kind of the way of thinking, right, about themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. What I find is the majority of women that I'm working with are either just turning 40 or beyond in middle age, and kind of really fighting with the whole aging process, struggling with that, struggling with their bodies are not the same as they used to. And also, what comes along with middle age too is if you're going through perimenopause or menopause, it can cause a lot of anxiety and depression, that maybe you were a happy person before and all of a sudden you're not feeling the same anymore. So that's really where I feel like a coach can really, really benefit, because sometimes you can do things on your own. Sometimes people can exercise and eat well. Other times, it's nice to have some help. But I have to say, working on your mindset is a really difficult thing to do on your own. And so I'm able to guide them through that process, to be able to, find a way to have a lot more peace in their life, have a lot more calm, and be able to deal with, all of the work-life balance and everything else that comes along with it.
Wow. And so what are the tips, like the tips, let's say, I don't know, three main tips that you would give to women who are undergoing this change inside?
Well, I think one of the first things is that anytime you're going through any type of a change, whether it's, in your life, in your business, in a relationship or anything, is that we as humans don't want to go through change, right? We want things to be the same. We want to hold on to it. And then the tighter the grip is, and the more that we hold on to our youth in this particular instance, the more difficult it becomes. And so we're actually kind of resisting that process. And so I would say that one of the things is, really looking at redefining where you're at in your life. Like, what are your goals? What are the things that you say? Like, how do you define success for yourself? And really, what are some of the things that you haven't done, that whether they're in the bucket list or the dream list, or, maybe it's a side hustle, or you've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, or maybe you've always wanted to travel alone, or, whatever that may be, like whatever that is, like revisit that, because those are some passions that maybe have been pushed down for quite some time. And when you're able to really look into what you're desiring and what you're passionate about and what really, really excites you, then you can go through the process of really helping to then start to let go. So when you're holding on to the past, it's really hard to let go, because there's really nothing to look forward to. So being able to kind of go through that. And then I would say probably the third is just really be compassionate to yourself, offer yourself a lot of grace, take things a lot slower than probably you were used to. In the 30s, it's all about pushing and proving that you can do it all, or even in your 20s, right? But, as you start to go through some changes in your life, sometimes just slowing down can actually open up so many more opportunities, and just loving yourself in the process.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I have to re-listen to everything, but I loved everything, every and each one of them. And smell the roses, stop and smell the roses. And yes, and not having regrets, because many times, as you say, it's one of the things that people put in the back burner. All this, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then you're like, now what? Start with one. And because probably people have many, they have a list of
things.
So start with the first one on the list and try to.
Yeah, I think that too, what ends up happening is, I think that we think that we get to a certain age, and then maybe we're too old to do something, or we're telling ourselves a story like, oh, I can't do that anymore. It's like, that might be too hard, or, all the best years are behind me. I've got nothing else to look forward to. And so that's really, that's a point where, when you can reach out and get help, to have someone that says, no, I believe that you can do it, and I can show you how, and you can work through that process to be able to do that, then like, it's just a game changer.
And that's where you step in.
Yes, exactly. I believe everybody should have a coach, every single person, because having a coach is amazing.
Wonderful. Now, tell me about this special event that you're going to have in about a month, right? Less than a month.
Yeah,
less than a month. What is it called?
Ooh, I'm excited. So there are 5 other coaches like myself that offer different expertise in different areas, and we've come together to offer a collaborative retreat, and it's going to be virtual, so it's online, and it is called Soul Fire 2021. So it's all about letting your soul on fire. We are just now accepting a wait list. So basically you can get on the wait list to be able to join that. So I'm really excited about that. We've got a Facebook group, so you can join that. And
I think I put the information on the post. If not, you'll get it. But
okay.
Yeah, everybody should be able to contact you there. But it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
How long is it? How long is the retreat?
It's February 19th and 20th. So it's actually the evening of the 19th. We're getting together just so that everybody gets a chance to meet each other. We get to kind of have an idea of what the retreat's going to be like. And then the retreat will be on the 20th. And the name of the group that is the Facebook group is called Badass Goddess Circle. And so, yeah, it's a lot of fun. So we were looking at like, how can we be able to connect with other women that desperately are needing connection like ourselves, right? And also needing some more self-care, needing some more self-love, being able to just really learn from each other and be together in a really safe place where we can lift each other up and feel better, and ultimately let your soul on fire just with your passions and your dreams and desires, and have the tools to be able to make it happen.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Wonderful. So you heard, Stacy, you have to sign up, check it out. It's gonna be coming up soon. So and people just I guess you have to is it free of charge, or you have to
No, it's going to be a paid event. Yeah, it's going to be a paid event. It's going to be there are some amazing things that we're going to be offering, coaching tools. Like it's a wonderful event, but yes, it is a paid event.
Okay, and people will be able to get access to this information forever, or it's just a one-time thing and everything disappears? Because sometimes it happens.
We're going to be sending all of the information. So at this particular point, I don't want to release too much and tell you too much about it, but we're going to release all of that here, I believe, this next week. So for the meantime, you can just simply enter your name and email. You'll be on the wait list, and you'll be the first to know all of the details.
All right. Well, I want to know. And so let's go back quickly. We have a few more minutes, but what do you like to do in your spare time for fun? Do you have some time to spare? Because sometimes, I'm like, me too. I'm like, I don't have time to have fun, but we have to find the time to do, some things just for fun. And what is it that you do?
Absolutely. Well, I work primarily indoors, right, in front of a computer, like probably a lot of us do, in front of Zooms or, things like that. So anything that I can do to get outside is like my number one thing. So whether it's too cold right now, but I love to go boating or go to the beach. I love bike riding, kayaking, really just basically anything outside, hiking.
In nature.
Yeah, just feeling the sunshine and the wind and just being out in nature.
That's wonderful. And before we leave, you kind of gave us some tips, but what is it, the one thing that really one should not leave home without?
Yeah, so of course, now that we have COVID, we have to say the word mask, right? But we'll put that aside just for the thing. I would say the one thing that everyone should never leave home without is their confidence.
That's very good. So Stacy, thank you so much for coming here. I want to know everything about this new program. We're probably going to have another short interview when the event is going to approach, but I wish you a wonderful success, and thank you for helping women, and
yes,
for helping get them to the next level, get the confidence that they need. And you heard Stacy, please, make an appointment. Do you have like a free consultation, or to find out if they can work with you, or how does it work if they want to contact you? First of all, where Should they call you or should they send you an email?
Either one is fine. I do have a website, and it's stacysolie.com. So it's STACYSOLIE. That's my previous name. I just got married. So
Oh, congratulations.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. But on the website, there's a button at the very top, just book a call. And they can book a call right there, free 15-minute consultation, and we can chat, answer questions, or anything that you might be curious about.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, Stacy, thank you very much again. And I will see you very soon. And thank you everyone for joining us. Until next time.
Yeah. All right. Thanks. Bye, everyone.
Good luck. Thank you.